Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am in the parking lot of the thrift store that I came to last week. I told you that on Wednesdays they have 50% off for seniors, 55 and up. I qualify. And I was going to come here on Wednesday, but today is Monday, and I got a text saying I could get 50% off today, off everything except the yellow tags. Last week, I don't remember what day I came here, but ever since I came here, I get a text almost daily with some kind of deal, and this is the second time that they have 50% off. They had that again on Saturday, but I didn't come to the store. So anyway, I'm never going to shop here unless it's 50% off. If I can get 50% off often, and at least every Wednesday, then that's what I will do. So here's the plan for today. I remembered on my way here that it's Monday and that Skylar's therapy is Monday this week. So I thought, gee, I'll be going to South Haven again this afternoon. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to record here a little bit. I'll obviously show you if I get anything. And then I'll go home and edit this. I'm picking her up at school, and then we just have to wait a little bit. I will take her to therapy, and then I will record some more at therapy. And what I can do is I can look through my comments and read some comments to you guys, or better yet, answer some questions that I get. So that's what we're going to do. Two things: thrift haul, if I get anything, and then comments at the end of this video. So stay tuned, and I always say subscribe at the very end of my video, and I really should be saying that earlier, so I'm going to tell you right now, subscribe. You don't have to. Whatever, you will if you want. Okay, let me go shopping. I got lucky in many ways, but yet not fully lucky. There's always something about the garment, but let me start. And yes, I am very guilty now of I'm guilty of shopping for stuff for later. If I try something on and I can tell that if I lose weight that I'll be able to like take in any part that is going to end up being too big, like a lot of times it might be tight in the bust or in the arms or around the belly, something like that. But I can tell when I put it on, okay, when I lose enough for that part to fit me, I can easily fix the rest. And at the prices I got today, I paid no more than just under $2 for a shirt, and some of them were like $148. Everything's half price, and their prices are weird, like $293 or $393. So half of that. And then I even picked up a pair of black jeans that I cannot wear. But I can tell when I lose enough, I'm going to like the proportions of those jeans. They're miles too long, but that's okay. And there's enough of a, like a bootleg cut that when I cut to where I need, it's not going to be like skin tight around my ankle. I like either straight or, you know, a slight boot cut. And I like it when boot cuts are long, because then the widest part gets cut off, and then it's just the, you know, just right, just the way I like it. And we don't even have to hem jeans anymore. People just leave them all unfinished, so they ravel. But I mean, I can hem jeans, but I just don't need to anymore. It's the style not to. So I got those. Let's start with those. Yeah, I can't zip them at all. I can like barely put them up over my hips, but I can tell that the back, the waistband in the back is going to fall where I want it to and all that. So just some jeans. These were, I'm gonna just say $5. It was $4.94 or something. So I paid $2.50 for black jeans that I should be able to wear, I don't know, maybe in a couple of months. It's going to be fun trying these things on. Now, a lot of these things are kind of going to be like for fall, but I love this style shirt for going shopping. You know, it's just the sleeves like this. I could cut this a little bit if I want. I love black and white. I love animal prints. So I got this, but again, that'll be for later. I could wear it out now if I didn't think I'd be dancing all night because it does fit me. So I like that. And again, stuff like that is forgiving. I could probably lose 30 pounds and still wear that shirt as is. or it's a very easy fix to just take in down the sides. This, I love the fucking print. Love it. Love the colors. And the fit in the waist out to the hips is so good on me. It's like the perfect shape. And I love it. Arms are tight. Gotta wait for that bullshit. Or, I don't know, sometimes I'd like to just open up the arm a little bit and add some fabric, but there's no excess. If it was too long, I could take some of the fabric off the bottom and make the arms a little bit bigger, but love it. All polyester though, so that sucks. And another one that this, you know, something like this, I'll wear in the fall to go shopping. It's kind of smocky, which I'm trying to stay away from, but to just go shopping, and I don't need to do anything to this. This fits perfectly. It's got a square neckline that's actually not too big, so I like that. Love the paisley, love the browns and golds. Oh, I will take the cuff off. I don't like cuffs at all, and I like to keep my sleeves no longer than below the elbow, but I really like that. So, good shirt for fall. A lot of fall shopping today. This is the same kind of style and feel and stretch shirt as the one in my 100 pounds off video that shows a tiny little curve in the waist area. This does too. But again, I'll probably just hold off now until fall for this one. It is a tiny bit snug. It's only a large, so I'm surprised that it even fits. I could actually wear it out. I'm not thrilled about the glitter, but again, this was you know, $1.50, less than $1.50. So I like the colors. I'm not thrilled about the glitter, but again, this fall it'll give me a shirt, a really cheap shirt to wear. And did I say it fits? Yeah, the arms fit great, just a tiny little bit snug in the body. Probably 10 pounds will take care of that one. And this is the shirt I love the most, the absolute fucking most. Let me look at the fabric content, if I have a tag, because I don't always. And I know we have to look in the sides and all that stuff. Okay, here's a tag. Apparently I'm able to read today without glasses. What is it saying? Oh my God, you guys. I got lucky. I got lucky. It's rayon. I can wear rayon. Rayon is breathable. I can wear rayon. I cannot wait to wear this shirt out. 95% rayon, only 5% spandex. Oh my God. How much did I pay for this one? It's probably a $2 shirt, half price. Let me look. Yeah, it was $3.93, so I paid a little under $2. Okay, the colors. First of all, let's look at this. The black, there's some aqua in there. It goes so fucking good with my dyed black hair. It's stretchy. The neck is the only issue. If I could keep it up, it fits good. But if it starts to slide down, like I would always have to pull it down in the back a little bit. I mean, it's cleavage city. And I hate that little piece of fabric that people put there, you know, just I could sew something there. I don't like that. I would almost rather at least wear a tank top under it. I don't know. I just don't like that little piece. I would actually just rather wear it without, and then just be careful all night and make sure that it's not hanging down. The style, everything. The sleeves are a little bit long, but gee, are they belled at all? No, they're not. Okay, so I could sacrifice. That's not really long. I don't think I have to do anything to this at all. And it's got this, like, just this little part here in the center of the front. There's no way I can show you this. That is just bunched like a little bit right here. And it hangs nice. It hangs nice on me without having a bunch of different pleats. So I absolutely love it. The hem is awesome. Oh my God. When am I going out next? I need to be wearing this the next time I go out. I might actually be going out on Thursday to see a Led Zeppelin tribute at Lafayette's. If I do, this is my shirt. And I'll just be careful about the cleavage. So everything total would have been almost $25, but I paid $12 and tax. It was under 13. It was 12 something for 5 shirts and a pair of jeans. Am I right? 5 shirts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a pair of jeans that I hope I can be wearing soon. Probably 20 pounds. That's not too soon. Maybe 2 months. I don't know. Since my 100-pound loss, I've been a week since then and a day, and I did lose 3. So, I mean, it's possible that I could lose 10 pounds a month. It's not what I'm aiming for, and I do not limit what I eat. I don't say, oh, I don't want to eat that because I don't want to gain weight. There's just no gaining weight on this, the way I'm eating. All the butter and beef that I want, and there's just no gaining weight. Some days I naturally just don't feel like eating the beef, and I just force myself to eat the butter because I want the calories. So, yeah, and so everything's going good. Now, I'm going to hang up, but I'm coming right back. I'm going to go home and edit this, kill some time before Skylar... Ooh, it's already almost 2 o'clock. Pick her up at 3. And then she wants a friend to go to therapy with her, so we're going to go pick up her friend, go to therapy, and I'll read some comments or answer questions while we're there. So stick around. I'll be right back, like right now. I'm at the therapy office, but I'm not going to have time to read comments and questions. One of my brothers texted me from Houston and asked if I could call, so I called him and we just hung up, and now I got like maybe 10 minutes, and I mean I could maybe look through some, but the thing is that you know, sometimes it takes a lot of looking to find the right thing, and then I edit that searching part out, so it can be time consuming, but let's just see what I've got here. Just a really nice day, and yeah, my AC is on, and I'm getting that little bird sound. If I crank it, that sound goes away, but then we have loud AC. Okay, it stopped right now. All right. I need these for this. Yeah, sometimes I mean, generally it's easier if I have my reading glasses, but there's times that I can... Why was my phone off? There's times that I can read fairly well without any glasses at all. And, I mean, there's other times that I just can't see a thing if I don't have my readers on. So, I don't know. I say it's the beef and butter. So, let's see. I have no clue why my phone was turned off. I might have done that by mistake. So, we have to wait. There's always waiting. Waiting involved in everything. All right. I am on the I lost 100 pounds video, because I know there were some questions there. Yes, popular question. Do you eat the butter by itself? Yes, I do. And I know a lot of people suggested all kinds of things that I can do. I don't care to do all kinds of things. I don't want to take up any more time than it takes for me to cut a piece of butter and put it in my mouth and eat it, or actually just bite the stick of butter. Is it awesome? Sometimes it is. Do I get sick of it? I absolutely do, but I don't care. I take a bite, I chew a couple times, I swallow it, and I'm done. I try to do that at least every hour so I can get a good stick and a half in per day. It's not a big deal to do that. I don't care to do the butter bites and all these things. I have tried some of those things. Way too time consuming. I'm good. I'm good with what I do, and I just don't care. Like I told somebody in one of the replies, I don't need a party in my mouth. I just don't. I just eat because I need to eat it. Don't come out yet. And so, yeah, I eat the butter. I like it cold. I do not care for room temperature butter. It's even better frozen. But again, if I freeze it, I need to cut up a whole stick, like in little pieces, freeze it, and then just go in the freezer and pop that shit into my mouth. It's really good that way, but I don't even want to take the time to cut up a stick of butter. So I do what's easy, and yeah, that's how I do it. I also cook with the butter, and when I cook a bunch of beef, like I'll cook 4 hamburger patties, sometimes chop those up, some steak, sliced thin, and then I put that into a bowl with a cover, And I cook with the butter, and then when I put it in the bowl, I'll cut up maybe half a stick of butter in pieces and just let that melt. I put the cover on, let that melt, and then when that gets hard in the fridge, you got that crunchy butter that's all that's mixed in with the juice of the beef. It's so good. And I make enough to last 2 or sometimes even 3 days. Big bowl with a cover. And beef and butter. Oh, and I have people telling me that butter is dairy. I know I said I don't eat dairy. Butter is such a little amount of dairy in it. It's considered animal fat. It's my form of animal fat that I choose is butter, as do many others. The only other animal fat I would be interested in at this point would be actual beef fat trimmings. I know you can order it. And I don't want to order beef fat trimmings. I don't go to meat counters and ask them to save beef fat trimmings for me. So unless I find it somewhere already out and I can just pick it up and buy it, unless I find that, and I haven't yet, I'm not eating beef fat trimmings. Again, I don't need to. I'm good with the butter. No coffee? Somebody asked. Today I was absolutely 100% coffee free. I had told you guys a little while back. Well, I told you that I put a piece of butter about this tall, a stick. And in the UK, you guys don't have sticks of butter. So I'm sorry that I did not know that. A stick of butter in USA is 1/4 pound. We buy 4 sticks in a box. That's a pound of butter. Our sticks of butter, like I said, they're 1/4 pound. And I cut about a 3-inch piece of butter, less than half, a little less than half a stick. I put that in my cup with boiling hot water, and I do put a little bit of milk. I'm okay with a little bit of dairy. Doesn't bother my joints at all. So happy about that. I used to do a lot of dairy, a lot of cottage cheese, ricotta cheese, so it really fucks up my joints. So a little bit of milk, and then I heat the milk and butter and melt that, and then I pour hot water, and I put a little bit of cinnamon now, and a little bit of salt, and a couple drops of extract, either anise or vanilla. What's the other one I do sometimes? Almond. A drop of extract. And when I say a drop, I mean it. I take a pin, and I make a pinhole in the little white cover that stays stuck to the bottle, and then I can just tip that, and one little tiny drop comes out. It's a tiny drop, and it's enough. And so since I still have some instant coffee at home, because that's what I drink, instant, I was down to putting just the tip of a teaspoon of coffee, just because I have it for flavor, and I thought I'll just get rid of my coffee, because I wanted to wean off coffee, because I really think that even any amount of coffee keeps me up at night, even though I have 1 cup in the morning. So today I didn't have any coffee. I just had that hot beverage that sounds like shit. That's what I had. And I love that. So no coffee. I might be coffee free for the rest of my life. Who knows? I hate to ask this. I love it when people say that, and then they go ahead and they ask. If you hated it, really, you just wouldn't ask, or you wouldn't say, just ask. You don't have to say you hate it and then ask it. It doesn't make it better. Does this diet make you constipated? Forgive me for asking. Now she needs forgiveness. That was quite the question. Instead of just saying, are you constipated? No. But people think that they're constipated because you barely go when you're eating beef, because beef, it dissolves mostly in your body and comes out as pee. People don't realize that. So you can go days without potty duties in that direction. And then when you go, is very little. And people don't get it. They think that because they're not going, they're constantly constipated, but you're not. It's because you have no waste. All that beef and the butter, but the beef, it's digested so fully because it's what your body wants. There's no waste. There's no toxic shit that has to come out in the form of shit. Let's just go ahead and say it that way. So, so there's very little waste. And, if you're used to what you're used to, there's a lot of waste coming out of you. That's all stuff your body didn't need and said, we got to get rid of this shit. So, very little waste. So that's a very big difference than constipation. Constipation is when you're full of shit and it won't come out. And but with meat, it's all being just digested and coming out as pee. Okay? And it's a diuretic also. So for those of you who don't like what I just said, grow up. It's real life here, you know? Let's see. And there were quite a few questions about that. And also about diarrhea. I don't know how it would affect some people, but no, there's no issues. I think your body is just so happy that it's getting the stuff that it wants, that it knows what to do with it. So no issues on those things. Not for me. I know there are people who have had some issues and had to adjust. And it might be because of where they were coming from. I was already carnivore for what, 6 years? 7 years? I can never remember. A long time. Over 6 years of just carnivore. So there wasn't that much of an adjustment for me. I just was cutting out now dairy. I mean, I was already eating a ton of beef. I wasn't eating a ton of animal fat. But yeah, there was no adjustment period for me. I just went right into it and it was good. And somebody here lost 156 pounds, went from 289 to 133. 71 years old. Congrats. Congrats on that. A lot of awesome comments. I mean, I'm not going to bother to read those. I'm just looking for some questions here. And got a couple of good ones so far that answered some questions, I'm sure. I love butter in my coffee. I know that's a keto kind of thing. And I didn't do it because of keto. I just did it because I'm trying to always find ways to consume my large amounts of butter every day. So I start out with butter. And my days always start out with butter and just butter until I'm hungry for beef. If there's a whole day going by that I'm not ever hungry for beef, then I don't eat beef. But I do make sure I eat a lot of butter. And yes, I bring butter with me. I brought butter poolside at my friend's pool. I had like, you know, maybe a stick that tall and just ate it while I was there. And I don't have a hard time with people giving me a hard time about it. I know a lot of people are so weirded out, like, what am I going to tell my family and friends? Tell them you're eating fucking butter. That's what you tell them, and you eat it. And if they don't want to see you, they can turn around. I know Skylar's going to be coming out. I just was hoping here for some more questions. I'm trying to even think of other questions that people have about it. I know some people do ask and have asked how much beef it is until you just don't feel like eating it. Eat as much beef as you want. And I'm not kidding when I say I have days still, like in my old carnivore days, that I will eat a couple of pounds of beef, but I'm still eating the butter with that. Before I would just eat the beef. And I'm telling you, I'm losing weight. It's coming off. Not what I'm trying to do, but I'm trying to let people know I do not limit what I eat because I feel like, oh, if I eat less, I'll lose more. It doesn't work that way. I find that if you do exactly what your body tells you, if you're hungry for a lot of meat, eat a lot of meat. I just keep eating it. For some reason, my body is saying we need this right now. And that's what I give it. And on days where I'm not hungry for beef at all, I will just consume the butter. I do make myself eat enough butter because we want the calories. I would like to have at least 2,000 calories per day, especially if I'm going out dancing. I need the energy. And now Skylar is hopping in the car, so I'm going to say bye. I'm sorry I didn't get to do the Q&A like I thought I would, but we will revisit that again. Just got busy on a phone call. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
Remember when she used to sit right here and put her legs up when we said bye? And yeah, she's growing up. All right, thanks so much for watching. Bye. Oh, and please subscribe.